So we are going to go through a couple of questions from the chapter as reviewed in chapter 2. These are looking at coming up with a equation of a straight line, but we're including some trick in here. So we've got find the equation of the straight line that passes through the point 2, 3 and is inclined at 30 degrees to the positive direction of the x-axis. So whenever we're thinking about trig and looking at a equation of a straight line, we can get the gradient through using the tangent relationship because we know tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that's the first thing. So that means I know M is going to be tangent 30 degrees. If you, we haven't talked about what tangent 30 degrees means as a surd. So just put it into your calculator and it will give you 1 over square root 3. Now we've got our M, we've got our X up here, and we've got our Y. The last thing that we need to do is we are going to substitute those 3 points into Y equals mx plus c. So let's substitute them in to find our c. So y is 3, x is 2, and m is 1 over square root 3. I can get c by itself by timesing 1 by 2 and then taking away 2 over square root 3. Now, I can't simplify this unless I want to get rid of the surd on the bottom of the fraction. So I can grab it and just plug it into my formula of y equals mx plus c with my gradient and my c value. Okay, so this answer is similar to the textbooks, but the textbooks look slightly different. I'm just leaving it in a form that you are familiar with at this point, just to get your head around it. Let's look at the next question. Find the equation of the straight line that passes through the point -2, 3 and makes an angle of 135 degrees with the positive direction of the x-axis. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this as I've got 135 degrees from here all the way going over. Now, in terms of our gradient though of this line, doesn't matter where it's going across the y-axis, the gradient is going to be this part here. So that means I know that angle will be 45 degrees. So my gradient must be tangent 45, but then a negative on it. So to anything with when it's tangent 45, it's always going to be 1. So I know m is equal to -1. The next step we're going to do is we're going to substitute everything we have and we know into this equation. So we know our y is 3. We know our m is going to be -1. So I've just put a negative out here. And then we know our x is going to be -2 plus c. The negatives cancel out here and it becomes 3 is equal to 2 plus c. And then we take away 2 and we get c equals 1. So again, I just grab this gradient of -1 and the c of 1 and plug it into my y equals mx plus c form. Now the textbook has it a bit different. I think they had it from memory as y plus x is equal to 1, but I'm just keeping it in this form.